sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Two and a throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A run for the first time with Myles Gaskin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Hey, green.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. Out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
In motion right is Wilson. Here's Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And nothing doing. For the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on to Young Sports. And we welcome you back. Brandon Gunn.
El tiempo fue su peor enemigo. Fue su defensa. El tiempo.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway.
Taking it about the 1.
Come on, Pacheco. He's all with bear. And Silver money.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Se los conoce como las palmas de su mano. Mira cómo lo trabaja. Mira cómo trabaja. Sale, entra, sale. Le dice no voy, yo me quedo. Gran jugada sobre su antiguo equipo en el presente, en el 2023 de la UNTA. Con mantequilla.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Peligro, la jugó, la perdió. Pasaron varias cosas. Grande.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just the first, so 2 remaining.
Yo no es algo que se te ve. Será para siempre o será para... Ya tú lo sabes, pero te ves. Que esto está rico, que esto está rico, que esto está rico, Tú sabes que esto está rico, hey, está rico. Puerto Rico, hey. Puerto Rico, hey, mami, no, tú me digas, hey, dale.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth.
Poder, poder, hermético, defensive en outside linebacker de la misma jugada. Fue un safety, de peor aún.
You understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
La tenía preparada, la guardó, la tiró, le salió.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, no, mueve tu moneda, mueve tu cadera. ¡Oh! ¡Mira para atrás! ¡Miró a su papá! ¡Miró al papá!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Lo encontró.
He's got Burton here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon.
¡Vamos!
Down at about the 16. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. On the move to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21-28.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in
Chippy, Chippy, hey, hey, Chippy.
On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Están hablando en el medio del terreno, no sé qué hablan, pero hay varios jugadores. Ahí se sueltan. Ahí siguen ahí hablando, 2 o 3, no sé cuántos.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which off to a hit, and the ball is out.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden,
Problemas, los Miami. Problemas.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They
fake the handoff. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go
from their own end zone. It's a fake, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. He takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 61 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here we go on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Baby. Estamos listos para mañana por la noche. Estoy ahora mismo terminando un juego. Está 18-14. Y tan pronto se acabe te llamo. ¿Está bien? Te llamo ahora. ¿Qué? ¡Ay, qué rico! ¿Qué? ¿Lo hiciste? ¡Oh! Lo de. Y lo habías comprado para eso.
Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful.
¡Ay, qué rico!
Try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers.
Y entonces tenemos una nevera por ahí, vendemos Limber Lola. Oh. Y tú, llévame 27 al gas station de Manatí.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
I'm Bravo.
I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that
Come on, fill the door.
Maybe that's what
Come on, rock and roll. I say,
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch?
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Here's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Mahomes rolling to his right, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure.
Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
¡Se acabó! ¡Esto está rico! ¡Esto está rico! ¡Esto está rico! Tú sabes que esto está rico. Puerto Rico. Esto está rico. Hey, 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 mami, 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 no te guilles. Hey, mami, tú lo dices. Ya tú lo sabes, que tú sabes. Hey, hey, está rico, hey, hey, está rico, hey, hey. Tú sabes que esto está rico, hey, hey, está rico, hey, hey, está rico.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.